What's up, guys? It's Missy. I'm back with another SimCity Build-It video. Today we're doing Missy's building guide walkthrough. I believe this is part 22, if I remember correctly. So, for those of you guys who give a shit, I've had a lot of medical issues going on this week, so I actually kind of fell behind on the contest of mayors, but I think we got promoted. We should have been promoted. I have not checked yet, but I'm pretty sure we have. That being said, we will be in Mega this coming week, so I wanted to go ahead and give you guys kind of an update on what we're going to be doing next. If you're not interested in the next about 2 minutes of what I have to say, just skip ahead. So, a lot of you guys know who follow my channel that I have a series called Escape the Darkness, which I kind of talk about my personal life and things that I went through as a kid growing up and a teenager and kind of everything. But part of that is that I have endometriosis. I have a video on my channel where I talk about kind of what I go through with endometriosis. For those of you guys who don't know what it is, it's basically, in a roundabout way, it's basically an organ-eating disease that causes extreme amounts of pain. And I've had like 6 surgeries and they want to do another one. And it's a big mess. So this week I had kind of a lot of pain with that. My stomach swelled up like 3 times the size of what it should be. So I really honestly did not get a lot done on the contest. I think I only scored like 20 or 30,000 points. I failed like a bunch of coins assignments because I just kept falling asleep because I was exhausted. So you guys should have been able to score, a decent amount without spending cash and things like that. My leaderboard was pretty sad anyways, so I was pretty confident that we would be able to at least be promoted, which is all I really cared about. So that's why my score is so low right now. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and collect this, and of course they didn't give me storage or dozer, but they gave me a bunch of stupid VU items. So now that we're going to be in Mega this coming week, actually let me just double check, make sure nobody went crazy on the leaderboard. Sure here, because I actually have not. Okay, yeah, so we got 5th. I could have been able to get a little bit higher, maybe if I would have come in last minute and tried to get some stuff done. I didn't even finish all the assignments. I don't even remember. I think it was like 15 or something. But nevertheless, we are in Mega this coming week. So let me look at my leaderboard, see what was going on. Yeah, it was a pretty sad leaderboard. That being said, you guys should have been able to hit 1st, 2nd, or even 3rd. If you did, great. That means you guys got the 100 to 200 cash, which will help you. You should have had some cash from your club chest, from your wars, from whatever. Right now we've got 491 cash. I do know I just hit the... last night I just hit the 2.5 million trading thing, and I'm really close to the 2.5 million purchaser one, so I'll have another 30 cash there. So that's good. Some of these other ones aren't really, a whole lot. We've got the one for 500,000 on our pop boost, which I'm really, not hurting for 28 cash that badly to where I need to do that. So kind of a recap here. We've got 235 gold keys. If we end up in a situation where we absolutely have to do an epic project, then we can deal with that if we need to. But right now, we're going to leave those keys to be. We have... And I didn't, hit a lot this war because I wasn't feeling well, but I did hit enough to get some stuff unlocked. So we just got 6 shield busts. I don't remember exactly how many you need to get. I think it was like 5 or 10 to get the first. Let's double check. So right now we're starting Mega. This is where I'm at for my 5 weeks of time. I want to give you guys like the stats, okay? So right now we have 1 war card unlocked still. We haven't unlocked anything else. We haven't upgraded anything else. To unlock a war card, it does count towards the war card assignment. Okay, so if you get a upgrade war card disaster for 3,000, unlocking it will count. So we've got enough to unlock Comic Hand, enough to unlock the Giant Rock Monster, Flying VU Robot, Magnetism, Plant Monster, and Shield Bust, which is awesome because Shield Bust is going to help us tremendously with our jackpots. You know, being able to boost up our energy, do our attacks, bust the shield open, and then do more attacks on our jackpots. Okay, right now, if I do get a upgrade war assignment, like I told you guys, I'm going to be picking one of the blue cards since I don't have a purple card yet. That being said, I can do the Plant Monster or I can do the Mag. Now, Plant Monster, I can launch 3 times with 1 energy bar. And it's 400 points, but they want plungers, gas cans, and boots. Now, the Mag, you know, we've got 5 items versus 6 items that are going to be required, and we can launch it a lot more times than 3 times, right? So I'm going to go ahead and go with the Mag if it comes up. And I think it's less keys, if I remember. No, it's the same keys. Okay, so right now we're not going to unlock anything though. Alrighty, so let's go back and look. So basically I've been trying to stack up some coins. I've spent a lot on Dozer. And again, I haven't been on a whole lot. So you guys should have 1 million coins. Easy. You absolutely should. I would have hit 1 million coins had I been on a little bit more. And honestly, I could probably hit quite a bit even so. Once I sell what's, you know, just kind of sitting here. I've got a lot of donuts that I haven't sold. I've got a lot of flour that I haven't dealt with. So one thing that we're going to do is we're going to go through, we're going to repair all of our VU that's not repaired. Okay. We're going to sell off any of the money makers that we have. Alrighty. So, donuts, so today, our goal for today and for tomorrow is going to be hunting rares on global and making money. And building up our inventory to prep for the contest. On Tuesday morning, so for me, the contest of mayors begins at 11 p.m. on Tuesday. So on Tuesday morning, tomorrow morning, I'm going to make a video after my doctor's appointment. I'm going to make a video of the prep, okay? For the shops and the factories. But for now, the way you're going to prep, because you still have some prep to do before that, is you're going to be prepping your inventory. So it's very important that we let's go through the items that we do have unlocked here. So, all right. So here we have cream, corn, melon, flour, veggies. Now, veggies are going to be used a lot in your deliveries and your repairs. Okay? Flour, I have a lot of flour, as you can see. So I'm definitely good on the flour. In fact, I need to use it up on some donuts before I prep anything else. Melon, we definitely are going to need some melons. Okay, so we have that picnic basket assignment that's out there, and that one takes a lot. So I'm going to say you need to prep at least 10 melons at a minimum. Okay, now depending on what your storage is, will determine how much more you can prep. Preferably, I would prep about 20 melons, but we really don't have a whole lot of storage to be able to do things like that. Cream, I'm going to prep 5 to 10 max because it's really not used a whole lot. And if I do need it, then I know that a lot of my group members will have it available. Corn is something that I will need to prep at least 10 of. At least, okay? Because this one is used a lot when you repair. It's used a lot in deliveries, and it does take some time to make. So one of the things that we're going to be making today, because it takes an hour, if we make, let's say, 15 corn, that's 15 hours. So we need to make corn, and we're going to get that going, and we need to make melons. So today we're going to be making corn and melons. Tomorrow we will make cream, and it'll be, hold on just a second.
40 plus 10, I have 60.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so we're going to prep our melons and our corn, like I said. And then on the final day, tomorrow or whatever, we will prep the cream. Okay? Or whatever leftover melon and corn that we need to prep. Now, for the donut shop, smoothies are relatively easy to find, especially for level 24 players. Bread rolls is what we're going to want to prep for our prep. You can prep donuts, but usually we prep bread rolls. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it a little bit differently than most people do it. Instead of making 11 bread rolls, I'm going to make probably 6 bread rolls and 5 donuts. Possibly. I don't know. I haven't decided. I want to kind of see how this week pans out because I have to make a lot of melons and I have to make a lot of corn. But if I can find cream on Global, I'm going to snag it up. Anything that you guys can find on Global that you don't have to make, absolutely do it. For example, let's say that I'm on Global today and I end up finding 15 corn or 10 corn or whatever. I can mark that off my production list and instead I can go to make melons. Let's say that I've got the melons, I've got the corn. Now I can make the cream. If I've got all 3 of those things taken care of, then I can make my money maker and I can just keep making flour and donuts because all my other prep is dealt with. Rather than making items that I don't absolutely need right this minute, I can make my money maker still. Okay? So if I have enough cream, I will prep bread rolls. All of them. But if not, then I'll probably do a 50-50 split. Okay. Now, as for the farm shop, I'm going to prep 2 items, and it's probably going to be either the jam, the baskets, or the shirts. I haven't decided which. It will depend on how many melons I have left. I really don't want to waste the melons, and the way that I see it is if I have to make baskets anyways, I'm going to have to run a token anyways. So rather than potentially prepping baskets and wasting the melon and having to prep something else for an assignment or whatever, I'm going to not prep the baskets. And it's going to come down to either the shirts or the jam. It'll probably be the shirts just because that assignment usually pops up more frequently, although the jam usually pops up for more points. So it'll be a toss-up. We'll see what I have available when it comes to my inventory. Okay, the next shop here, as you can see, I fell asleep without prepping my shops properly. But the next shop here, we're going to go through. It is essential that you have nails. So you are going to need those. However, you don't want to make that your prep for the day. You know, don't make a day out of making nails. You're going to need planks. I recommend that if you are prepping lawn chairs and if you're prepping tables, that you prep planks, okay? Because you're going to need a lot of them. Now, if this is not your first week in Mega, if you have a ton of gold tokens left, your prep is going to change a lot, right? Because if you have gold tokens, you can run gold tokens on paint and glue and planks. But if this is your first week in Mega and you're saving your gold tokens or you're low on gold tokens, then you're going to have to do your prep just a little bit different, okay? Glue and cement is relatively easy to find for, low-level players. So I recommend holding about 5 to 10 of the glue and the cement. Paint, roughly, have the storage space, okay? So obviously, it's going to vary based on your storage. If you're somebody who's level 24 with 500-600 storage, then you guys can afford to have 20 to 25 of these items. Whereas me, I've only got 355 space. So I've got to be careful. Now, as of right now, I have one benefit, and that is that I can go to my group members for VU, but we have a community depot, and then I have my main city that's kind of holding a massive amount of VU. So I don't actually have to designate a lot of my storage space to the VU. If you're somebody who does not have a feeder city, then you are going to need to hold on to VU. And you're probably going to want to hold on to 20 of each if your storage is around where mine is. If you have a really high storage capacity, then you want to hold 50 of each, okay? Prepping bricks is not necessary. At best, I would say maybe have 5 in your inventory, 3 if just to have them there if you need them. I never prep them. I never really try to keep them. They're usually pretty easy to find. So planks and nails, I would say have 20 planks, 20 nails, 5 to 10 max on the glue and the cement, and then 20 paint, 15 to 20 paint depending on your inventory space. So making paint is going to be something that I'm going to get started right away. And then, like I said, any of these items that you can purchase that you don't have to produce, absolutely do that. Now, the next thing here is going to be shovels, hammers, tape measures, spatulas, and ladders. All of these are extremely important. That's another thing you're going to need your planks for. So usually what I do is I would prep ladders, okay? So if you have enough planks, prep ladders. They take the longest, and you'll want those available if you get an assignment for ladders. Now, I would say that you're going to want to have about 5 spatulas. I wouldn't say much more than that because right now with where you're at in the game, you're not going to use them a whole lot. You're not really going to see it a whole lot when you do your repairs, and even if you do, you can refresh it if you have to. The deliveries don't usually ask for more than just 2 or 3 of them max, if they even do. So honestly, the most time I even get this requested is with the war deliveries. So I would just keep about 5, max 10, okay? Unless, of course, you have like 600 space. Shovels, on the other hand, you're going to want to keep about 10 shovels. You're going to want to keep at least 10 tape measures and 10 hammers, okay? Because those are asked for a lot when it comes to repairs and when it comes to like deliveries. You're going to get those, they might ask for like 12 hammers and 16 tape measures or something, okay? So the next one is going to be tables and chairs. Now you can prep either or. I usually would recommend somebody prep tables. However, if you're running low on planks, you can go ahead and prep chairs, or you could not prep anything. If you really don't want to, because they're pretty quick to make. Let's say that you're really low on inventory. You don't want to use up all your nails and your hammers. It's not essential that you prep this shop, okay? I only have 4 slots available, so I'm just going to go ahead and prep what I can. But if you have this maxed out, it'll really depend on, like I said, it will depend on how many hammers, nails, and planks and stuff you have at the end of this. Grass, saps, and lawn chairs. Now, prepping lawn chairs is going to be what you want to prep. Okay, if you have the planks to do it, you absolutely should. And when it comes to prepping them in your inventory, you're going to want to have, I would say, 5 to 10 lawn chairs, okay? Saps. You're going to want to have about 5 to 10 of those as well. They usually are asked for in the deliveries, and they're also usually asked for with your repairs quite a bit. So have about 10 of those. I would say having 5 to 10 grass as well, because those are asked for quite a bit with the repairs and stuff. All right. Watches are super, super, super easy to find. Now, here's the thing. Watches take 1 hour and a half. These ones take 1 hour, 15 minutes, and the caps take 1 hour. So here's the deal. Most of the time, I see assignments for caps and shoes. If you've purchased a ton of glue and you can afford to prep shoes, go ahead. Otherwise, you can prep caps because they're more profitable if you would like to. If you typically get assignments for watches, or you want to prep watches, you can. Okay, so that's going to be totally up to you guys on your preference. If I was able to find a whole bunch of glue on Global, I would prep shoes. If I wasn't, I will probably prep caps just because they're more profitable, and it's only half an hour per item. But I can see why you would prep watches as well if you want to get the maximum, wait time or whatever, or even do a 50-50 split if you would like. Okay, so that takes care of your inventory when it comes to your shop items. Now, when it comes to factory items, I recommend that you guys keep. Now, look at if you guys get you also want to look at like what materials you're going to need if you get production assignments. For example, if you guys get an assignment to make, lawn chairs, tables, what else? Ladders. You'll have those prepped, yes. But what if you had to pick up your prep to make something? Then you're going to have to make those items to make those items, the materials. So it's really important that you guys keep your inventory well rounded for the hard to get items, and that you keep any other space that you can utilize for things that aren't so important. Keep that opened up. For example, don't hold on to like 40 fucking metal. Okay, that's just a waste of space. Yes, you want to have some metal available so that you don't, end up having to hunt global every 2 seconds. But it is an option, and it's a better option to go to global to pick up metal and wood and plastic rather than just clogging up your inventory. Okay, because at least it's able to be found. You're going to prep feed in your factories, and you're going to fill every single slot with feed. Okay? Now, when you do that, then you're going to leave that to sit for, the first X amount of assignments of the contest, about 25 assignments of the contest, unless you complete the assignment. Or unless you have a unique situation where a lot of your doorways are factory tasks, and it would only lower your average to not do it that way. That being said, those factories are probably going to be taken up quite a bit, so it's best that you guys keep a decent amount of chemicals and textiles. Now, the other things, they're easy to find. Minerals, plastic, wood, metal, glass. That's even feed. All that is really easy to find. Chemicals and textiles are going to be the more difficult ones to find. And, it's just important that you guys have, I would say, 15 to 20 of each of those. Okay? Now, when it comes to airport, beach, and mountain, you're not doing any airport upgrades, so you can sell those immediately. When it comes to beach and mountain, first off, mountain has been flooded on the global market this last 2 weeks. It's been ridiculous. So I wouldn't hold that. But beach has been a little bit harder to get. If you have an assignment for it, or you come across, a decent amount of it, and you haven't been seeing it, and you have the space, then go ahead and hold on to it. Otherwise, you can put it in your depot and have somebody retrieve it for you if you need. Don't just expect it to be there, but it is an option. I would not fill up my inventory with beach and mountain and all that. Just get rid of it. Okay? So, war items. I would hold on to whatever war items you can within reason. You should be launching your attacks. Okay? So what I would like to do is I would like to keep enough, to always have enough to launch at least that attack 3 times. That's the standard. Okay? Because if you get an assignment for it, you're going to want to be able to launch it at least 3 times. As for now, I cannot afford to waste gold tokens on my prep. I'm going to show you guys how many tokens I do have. Okay, so I ended up with 36 gold, 36 silver, and 8 bronze. And I don't think that... Let me double check what I have collected and uncollected here. Okay. I thought I collected everything. I have the mountain here. So if I get the assignment for mountain, I'm going to go ahead, collect this, and do it. I'm going to save the deeds, though, because those are going to go towards more at the end. The 60% off is for the $4.99 bundle, so I'm going to hold off on that. And yeah, that's it for tokens. Okay, so let's see. Oh, before the contest, you're going to go through and you're going to check your timers, and you're going to, request your new shipments and all that. It's not really important today. So basically, like I said, today I'm going to be kind of building up the items that I need and, getting rid of what I don't, selling my money makers, and, like there, I've already got enough spatulas, so I don't need to worry about those. Just going to kind of make a few things here, try to open up some space. We've got plenty of plastic and all that. We're going to make seeds so we can get our corn made. And then we're going to pick up some flowers so we can get our donut production going. So here we have no ladders at all. We are going to be prepping ladders, but we need to make some so that we have some available. So we're actually going to put down some planks. Since we need to make corn, we need to make minerals, but because minerals are easy to get and seeds aren't so easy, we're just going to put all seeds down and then we'll buy the minerals from Global. And then we're going to go through our stuff here. There's nothing good. So we're going to Global this. We've got plenty of lawn chairs, so we don't need to prep those. I don't prep, like I said, I don't really prep the watches. They do get asked for quite a bit on, what I mean is item prep. They do get asked for quite a bit on repairs, but they're easy. So we need to clear up enough space to go get some sugar. Grass is usually pretty easy to find. And oh, bread rolls, yes. Try to keep about, 15 to 20 of those if possible. Right now we don't need to hold a lot of nails right this very second. So let's go grab our sugar. At least 10 sugar to get our donut shop filled up. We need to burn up some of this flour. Okay. There we go. So now that we got that taken care of, since I'm going to be closing the game for a little bit, I'm actually going to put down some tape measures. Come back when the seeds are done, I'll put down some flour. We'll prep some saps or whatever. Okay, that's it. So I'm just going to try to unlock some more dozer. I've got quite a bit of it unlocked. I think I've got like 8 slots left to do. Try to get some of the, whatchamacallit, the storage unlocked. At least they upped the blueprints to 1,000 because that was ridiculous. Okay. So yeah, we're actually not doing too bad. Alrighty, that's it, you guys. That is it for today, anyway. So as you can see here, I've got 1, 2, 3, and this one's like 9, 11, and 12, 14, 15, 10, 9, 8, or 10, 9, 7. Then we've got 14 and 9. So we're not doing too bad with the land unlock. And we've got our keys taken care of. We've got all of our categories unlocked. Besides, obviously, beach and mountain. We're not buying anything for that yet. Okay. That's it. So I will see you guys tomorrow.